Welcome Twitch to week 56 of Adventure for Beginners, the D&D campaign we run on Mondays. I'm Kevin. I'm joined here the rest of the cast: Josh, Allison, Jimmy, and Travis. And yeah, it's another week, and I would go around doing all kinds of what you've been doing last week, but we kind of did that like 2 days ago when we played Stars Without Numbers. So, has anything, I don't know, didn't want to do anything before in the last 2 days?
Haven't done
It's up
anything.
to you guys.
I got my player's handbook for 5 years.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's exciting. It came a
I
day.
was-
It came a day early, so I'm excited.
The printing's very nice. I was impressed.
Yeah.
I thumbed through it. Yeah.
I started
You're badass.
using this to make a short
Mhm.
campaign for you guys the other day, so I'm starting to put together
shoot.
stuff.
I gotta get my player's handbook then.
By the way, Kevin, I don't know if you saw, but I went through on YouTube and renamed the Stars Without Numbers video to the Elysian Theta
Oh,
Codex, which is
perfect.
the name of our
I was-
campaign.
I was
Do we
gonna
have
that.
access to the YouTube channel? What?
I give
I-
access to Travis because he wanted to go through comments. I can give it to you guys too if you want it. I mean,
Nah, it's not a big deal. It's
It's-
whatever.
No, I
you
don't.
could look at the videos as an admin. Ooh.
Ooh, fancy.
I'm just gonna respond to
delete
all
all
the
of them.
comments with, you're a fucking douchebag. Don't fucking.
That's not nearly racist
I put on
enough,
my
Travis.
robe and whistle.
Yeah, that's true.
No.
Like, it won't fit into YouTube at all. They're like,
It's-
what?
It's funny. I can't read YouTube comments because most of the stuff I watch on YouTube, it's like, oh, here's a cool link from Reddit, and it's all that stupid
The
fucking
Reddit army.
joke account shit.
Le, le, le.
It's so dumb. It's
There-
I legitimately want to see what people think of this video, and it's like Redditor with 193 IQ. God fucking damn it!
There's a Chrome plugin that like removes YouTube comments or like it
I
hides
know.
it in some way. I forget what it replaces it with like
Fedora
Derp
blocker
or something. I
something.
think. I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, we just played Start the Numbers 2 nights ago, which is on YouTube not yet. I need to get on that.
Not yet, but soon.
It will be with the new name that Travis updated. Anyways, if we're not gonna do any updates, Travis, I'll hand it off to you.
Wait, I think we have one update that deserves talking
Yeah,
about
I
from Jimmy. A very important update.
Oh,
If you're willing
Super
to share
cool.
this.
Yeah, I wasn't
Oh,
sure if you wanted to bring it up, but please.
I'll share. I'll share in general. So, I was blindsided today. So I had mentioned that I got a paper accepted to a conference this coming spring, and so I was going on with school. I had been on leave, but I was taking a class this semester. I hadn't signed up for it yet because of various administrative issues, but I had that and a conference paper, and that was my next 6 months, was like those two things. And then I got good news from my department regarding funding for a scholarship this coming semester. Pretty big, momentous, big enough and momentous enough, and unlooked for, such that I couldn't even be excited about it. I kept looking for, honestly, maybe the first time I've gotten news that I've looked for mistakes. Like, oh, this clearly isn't for me. Like,
Obviously sent this to the wrong person.
well, I mean, there's more details that make it even more like, oh shit, that's awesome, or like, congrats. But it's too long of a story to go into now. But good news for me today. And as everyone in the party pointed out, I peaked too early this year. January 5th. I mean, I probably got a honeymoon period, but I got a long way
It's
down
all
to
downhill
go.
from here, man.
But no, it's good. Got a good success to start the year. So that was unlooked for entirely. Like, it was, I didn't apply to anything. This is totally at the discretion of the department, and I had been setting myself up for getting something like this in September. That was kind of my outlook, was like, I do these things, I got this conference, I do well at them, I'm around the department for the next couple of months, and then like I can make a good case for this come next semester. But apparently
Hey, man,
the
you
money
impressed
the money made it to the bottom of the list this year, so
Woo.
Merry Christmas.
And
Nice,
Happy New
that's
Year.
a good way to put it.
apparently.
Yeah, it's strange. It's scarily accurate. If you ever want to hear about PhD, graduate school department politics, Travis, you and I can have a couple hour talk. But
I would find it fascinating, to be honest. I actually.
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, I love my program. I like my professors. I like my peers, but the politics are something else. Anyway, so I had good news today, everybody.
As politics
John.
usually are.
Anybody else have good news? How was work, Travis, Kevin, Allison?
I went in
Josh?
an hour early, and I so I could
Yeah.
leave a little early and do some prep.
It was Monday, so.
Priorities.
It's Monday.
Audrey, Audrey was
There's free desserts at work. Yeah.
That's nice. Audrey was saying that like it was funny that her day started and she was like, "Oh, it's going to be pretty easy week apparently." And then as like more and more people got back to work and responded to emails finally, like her inbox went
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll happen after.
I will
holiday
say
season.
we've entered the phase of the year in Seattle where I go to work before the sun rises and leave after the sun sets.
Ooh.
Because
Dude.
it's very short for the sun.
When I was working at Fort Belvoir, I had the same. There is a period of time, and that's in Virginia, not even further north. There would be a period of time where I'd drive out about now, December and now, that I would be out and oftentimes there well after the sunset. It's miserable.
Yeah. When I came home today, the sun was still up. I was like, did I leave work 2 hours too early or something? I don't understand.
Yeah, technically the days are getting longer, but it doesn't
Yeah, but,
feel like
like-
that until March.
But yeah, by like a minute
still
or two.
bright
'Cause
out,
we
though.
just had what is it? Solstice? Winter solstice. Yeah.
What
So-
time does it go down over there? The sun?
Where we are in Virginia, which is further south than Travis or Kevin, but where we are, the sun is setting around 5:15 right now. Maybe daylight savings time, so adjust for an hour.
6:15?
Yeah, yeah. No. We're on the right
No.
time. We're on the accurate time from you from now. So 5:15.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean,
It's sitting around 4:30 for me.
I was gonna say it's about 4:30 for me. Are you that much farther south?
yeah, dude, Virginia, man. Virginia's technically in the South. It's the northern South, but it's the South.
It's true, I guess.
I was gonna say,
I don't like that.
Sorry, Allison.
I know it makes me
I've been making
hurt
apologies.
inside.
I've been making apologies for it my whole life. My whole life. Where are you from? I'm from DC. I'm not from Virginia. I'm from
There you go. Yep.
Because
Nice.
I'm from Virginia. They're like, oh, Virginia? Yeah.
Do you play a banjo? No, not that.
Are
part
you
of Virginia.
picking cotton out there?
Absolutely.
We have a town in central Virginia that is called, I kid you not, Tobaccoville, Virginia.
trust me. I'm not gonna say the names on stream, but you
Life
should see some of the
expectancy
names.
is actually scarily high. It's very strange.
You should see some of the names around here. It's really funny as hell. I'm not gonna say them on stream, but it's that kind of bad.
Got it.
No, I was actually looking at some places in Australia to pick some names for my for various places. I actually have one in here, and you haven't said anything yet, Josh. So you must not know exactly where it is.
Can I even see it on the map though? Is the question?
Probably. I don't know how much.
I like how we
This is
had.
America, yes.
We went
Everything
through
else.
in our lives having 6 months of knowledge about the whole world, and suddenly we're like thrust in like, oh my god, I don't know what the next town over is. when Travis decided to black out the map of the places we haven't been.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean,
I-
it wasn't very filled in at that point anyway. And I still don't have an updated version here.
It's cool.
Yeah.
so
Anyway,
let's
any
get in.
other?
Yeah. Anybody else got anything?
Nope.
I had the big news. I'm riding high.
I'm drinking a beer.
Ooh, oh, dude, the stochastic,
very nice.
the
Yeah.
stochastic projects by Stone are great.
I'm
The
feasting on some
quad
smoked
is-
salmon. That's all I got.
Dude, the quad's hefty, man.
But that's a quad, man.
No, it's a
So
quad.
good. This one is like weird.
This
This is a golden stout. Like I can see through it, and it's a stout, and I'm just like I don't understand.
the beer that we're referring to, the quad. I mean, usually a quad to me, it's delicious, but it just tastes like alcohol. I mean, it's like extremely alcohol-y tasting.
It's got to be able to hold
10,
or hide
10,
the alcohol.
10 to 12%. We're talking here. Anyway,
Should get St. Bernard's
All right.
CBT 12.
Take us,
Moving on.
Take us away, Travis.
All right. Well, it has. It feels like it's been a while since we played, though. I think we were in here
We played
last
week,
week.
yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
we
it's
through holidays somehow.
yeah, it's great. I'm looking forward to doing this more consistently. But welcome everyone to an adventure for beginners week, where last we
56.
left off. Week 56. Where last we left off, our intrepid adventurers had returned from doing some troll hunting. They had accompanied a group of Fae who, in the forests of Cien, were being harassed by a small tribe of forest trolls. The party helped the Fae, only to return to civilization and have a hard time. Durian felt a bit insulted by some of the city guards.
Was insulted by the city guards.
Matter of opinion. If he felt insulted, then he was insulted.
Dude,
Um,
the elves were giving shit for a Pegasus. They should have been bowing to us for bringing an honored creature before them.
This is Durian's thinking, not everyone's. Anyway,
Yeah, the rest of us are fine.
Durian ended up flipping his shit, turning invisible. The guards perceived it as a threat, arrested everyone, and the entire party, including Durian, who was dragged out of his bath, naked and kicking and screaming through the dusty streets, spent 4 days in jail. After which they returned to the capital of the elven nation of Cien, and were met by Counselor Tegan, an old friend and one of the 7 counselors of the nation of Cien, and he gave Durian a bit of a dressing down verbally. Not that he needed one physically. Everyone had seen that already. And yeah, I think the party kind of just went about a little bit of business in town after that. They're all back to civilization. So I think we had left off that night, and unless there was anything else, I assume we go to bed and wake up the next morning.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Let me know.
we had a conversation with not Tarius and Nephany, Pacasarius
Those other people.
and
Yeah.
Cepha. They came to see us, right?
Yeah, they actually came to see you. They were a bit surprised that you got back so late. I don't remember what you guys told them, but I think you kind of hand waved it off. And one thing I should emphasize, you guys, is that you are now in charge of your character sheets.
Oh, that's right.
So when someone receives an item, they need to put it on there. Otherwise, said item does not exist. So does anyone remember something they missed? Cough, cough, Kevin.
Ooh.
Oh,
See,
my troll tracking stone thing.
What?
For lack of a better description, yes.
Yeah.
Pacasirius did hand you a little something that he had. I think someone had noticed it at some point, but he had a. I guess I would describe it as a necklace if I can pull the goddamn image up.
Was it a necklace?
I believe so.
Open in new tab. There we go.
Necklace of
Yeah.
house something.
Yes, it looked a bit like this. It is a jade scarab on a simple simple piece of rope or whatever, piece of twine, piece of string, whatever. It's a necklace.
All right. What do we? Can I just name that whatever? Do you have a special name for it?
You didn't hear a special name, so.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna name it
Pretty
Badass
necklace.
Troll Scarab Necklace.
Can you? This was before we had handed over control. Can you remind me what I have from Pacasarius to as proof that we completed the mission?
Yeah, he gave you a piece of his leaf armor, which you presented to Lord Tegan and got paid, so essentially you have a big rubbery leaf if you wish to keep it.
I mean, I have a lot of other random shit too.
Yeah.
I
mean, you can. I don't care if you keep it. If you want it, take it.
I have a vial of Venric's blood, for example.
Yeah, by the way, that's rancid by now.
It's a stoppered vial. It's cool.
Open it and give a sniff.
But I won't. So.
Okay, all right.
And I have vial of murky water ×2. So I got some random
Yeah, we don't know
things.
what that is
Yeah,
yet.
you got a lot of. Nope. So yes, I believe where last we left off, Nina had a private conversation with Cepho, one of the Thorns, which are a type of fey creature that they had been helping out, and I believe Durian had a little private time with Llewellyn. All business, of course.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Oh, did we do that?
Yeah,
don't think
yeah.
Nina
You
wants
had
to go on,
he had
or
he had
vice
joined
versa.
you for a couple of drinks later that night.
Yeah. So I just asked him some questions. Okay, good.
And yeah, you guys wake up the next day. It is the 2nd of Preta, the 12th month in this 15-month calendar. Year 1241, AK.
Travis, have we split the money up from the reward?
Yes.
Did you guys write it down?
No, I didn't.
I
No,
did.
we didn't split it up yet.
I
No,
think,
we
I
did.
think you guys did actually. I believe
At the very end.
Yeah, because I believe Nina went and made a purchase during the session. So
How much?
I think
was-
she got her money as well as the money Caben owed her.
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually.
Okay.
How much should we get? I didn't write it down.
1250 gold each because it appears that
100.
Lord Tegan paid your fine.
It was 125 platinum, I believe it was.
Yes,
Which is-
125 platinum.
I've got the platinum. I've got
Okay.
it. I'm sorry.
Cool.
I don't.
Again, if you guys don't write it down, it doesn't exist.
No, I did, but
It's
it
all
was like
good.
the first time I had been
Yep.
able to
Nope.
enter.
That's fine. We'll go a little easier these first couple.
Is
weeks.
there a certain modifier that I write for this scarab thing, or do I just?
You have no idea what it does.
Okay.
You
Okay.
you got a short verbal description, which if you don't remember, you don't remember.
I remember that. It was help tracking
Okay.
trolls.
Yep.
But I wasn't sure if
It
if
does
I need,
stuff
If I need to note down
and
like,
things.
oh, it's a plus whatever when you're doing a tracking check for trolls.
You haven't
Right, yeah.
identified
No,
details yet.
that is
so-
perfectly fine. I am okay with it.
Okay, cool. You guys wake up the next day. What do you do?
I go and I replenish. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I replenish to 200 feet of rope, 6 torches.
Oh god, you're gonna make me look at what this stuff costs. 200 feet of rope, 6 torches.
We haven't used the rope, but I buy 6 torches and I buy 5 boxes of crossbow bolts and 5 bundles of arrows.
Okay, so take off like 10 gold and 2 silver or something.
Got it.
10 gold and a silver, I think.
How much is
Torches are cheap. They're like 2 copper or something.
okay?
I
Took it
don't-
off,
I
and,
don't- I
and
don't
so
know.
I just said 5 boxes of crossbow, 5 bundles. I think I bought the longbow arrows. Those are not sheaf arrows; they're flight arrows.
They're all the same thing. And
Okay.
and really, I'm not going to look at it that close.
No, I know, but I'm doing this because it's been a while since I've updated it, so
Sure.
this was time to do it.
Okay, cool. You guys are replenished with ammunition.
I have nothing special to do until 3 days' time, so.
Yeah, so you
Well,
are waiting 3
days.
days. 2 days. 3 days?
Oh, it was 3 yesterday, it'd be 2 now, so.
Okay, sure. You are waiting 3 more days. So it sounds like you guys are just kind of hanging out in town. Is that correct?
Drinking and hanging out and
Yeah, what do
Usual.
I learn from Llewellyn on my first session?
Yeah, so last night he and you just kind of had a couple drinks at the bar. And,
I bought him.
of course. And yeah, you just discussed that you were, you know,
I took off 5 silver.
yeah, you had been doing a lot of thinking about magic and kind of conceptualizing things, and you basically didn't know where to go with it, right?
Right. My idea was I had an idea. I've been far enough in level and experimenting with my spells, which are advanced enough that I had a concept in mind, but I didn't know what it meant, and so I was asking him for insight.
Yeah, and I think after drinks, he told you to be at his shop bright and early the next day. So is that where you're heading?
Yeah, I go shopping early the next morning for the crossbows and arrows, and then I go out. I don't say anything to the party. I just kind of.
Okay.
Unlike me, I'm up early. I breakfast light, unlike me, and I don't have a morning beer, unlike me.
Yeah. Uncharacteristically, Durian is early and sober.
Yes.
So awesome. You head out. I assume you head straight to Llewellyn's after your shopping?
Yeah, I do.
You are there. The shop looks, kind of like closed, so I assume you knock.
Yeah, I kind of glance in. If I don't see him in the window, I give a loud rap.
You don't see anything in the window. They're one-way windows.
I look
So
in the window like a damn fool.
You hear, Durian, come in!
That voice.
Llewellyn, good morning.
Good
This-
morning, my friend. How are you today?
It's a little early for me, but I'm...
Oh,
I get-
the mind is freshest in the morning. Not all those concerns of the day have stacked up yet. Come in, come in.
Yeah, tell me about it. Thank you.
Yes, so, I found our conversation last night very enlightening.
Really?
I think you, my boy, need a history lesson. Come around back.
I pause and I'm like, yes, that's what. Actually, no, I'd be excited about history. So, I'm like, oh,
Okay.
what do you have for me? I love history.
Ah, well, you're in luck. We actually have one of the foremost historians of this nation right here in the capital. I think you've met him already, though.
That's what I do. But my face there. So I was like, ha. Yes, Lord Nilo.
Yes, fascinating, man. And he's kind of rummaging, grabbing a pot of coffee and pouring you a cup. Yes, fascinating, man. Quite intelligent, quite learned in the histories of well, not just this nation, but several other lands. You'd be surprised. He's a never a dull conversation. Not for me, at least.
I'd imagine
Here,
not.
have some coffee.
Thank you. I drink it black.
Awesome. So, are you familiar with any of the great artisans of the first age of knowledge?
Unless you want me to take a knowledge check, Travis, I'm not.
Yeah, why don't you? I think there's a knowledge history. Do you have that?
I've got all the knowledges except local, which I have with bardic knowledge. So.
Yeah, so why don't you give me a check? Okay. So you understand that let me pull up my timeline here. You understand that the current age that you're in, the kind of calendar that you guys are using, it's considered to be the year 1241 in the second age of knowledge. So you know that between the two ages of knowledge, the first one, which lasted about 2,000 years, there was an age of darkness.
How long did the Age of Darkness last?
It's kind of unknown, right? The first age of knowledge was also known as the Age of Great Magic. There were a lot of very powerful magic users, some very well-known individuals who accomplished great deeds, crafted great works, created new technology, and things were really proceeding apace for the development of the world. But unfortunately, these powerful mages and magic users and enchanters, well, obviously when you're more powerful like that, you get more powerful politically as well. And as they were kind of pursuing the advancement of technology and magic, the welfare of the people sort of fell by the wayside. And where the entire world was kind of covered in magocracies. Magocracies? I think that's how you pronounce it. But anyway, basically the world was ruled by those who could use magic or those well-connected. And eventually, things got bad enough for the common folk that there was an uprising. Magic was spurned, if not outright outlawed. Mages were hunted down and killed, sometimes by a group of hundreds, because wizards is scary. And it led to descent into barbarism and a loss of a great amount of magical knowledge. This was known as the Age of Darkness.
Got it.
Wizardry. Did I say wizardry?
No, you're fine. You're good. You're
Okay.
good. You're fine. Ignore that.
Ignore the rest of these peoples. But yeah, so you know kind of those basics, that there was an age of people who could do things with magic that these days are unheard of, you know.
How long ago did magic stop being outlawed, or at least
At
hunted down?
Yeah, at the
1200,
basically-
1241 years ago, basically?
Yeah.
Okay.
basically, the year zero was the of the second age of knowledge. Like, the beginning of this age was the end of the Great Dragon Wars. So, as magic was outlawed and punished, well, technology and magic kind of spiraled downwards hand in hand. There was obviously, if the people of the world are less powerful magically, then more powerfully magical creatures could
Rise up.
run amok. Yeah. So there was a great war with dragons about 1,200 years ago,
Got it.
and shit got real. So building up to that war against the dragons, people just had to accept magic back into the world and put aside their petty differences and work together.
I sip my coffee.
Yeah.
I'm nodding. Very interested.
Yep. So you knew some of this, but Llewellyn goes into detail.
Yeah, I had probably heard of that there was a second age of knowledge of great wonders. There was a dark period, but the details of it are all new to me, and I'm eating them up.
So, there are several very well-known individuals from the first age of knowledge. Well, to those who study it at least. I believe the one you want to emulate may be Corinth of the Forge. He was a man known for enchanting weapons and armor and items of all kinds, and, well, a few of your ideas last night just reminded me of him. I thought I'd bring it up. He's actually the man known for creating the Gem Hagar, the spear of the royal family of Taurus. It's actually part of...
Wait, what did you say?
Gem Hagar. We've actually heard it before.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
several times. It's
he
part of
created
that
said-
whole mess down there.
Yeah, Durian remembers that and it's involved, but he doesn't remember what it is. But he doesn't say anything about it. He just kind of nods.
Yes, and, well, of course, naturally, the counterpart to the Gem Hagar is the Platinus royal family's own weapon, the Great Hammer Magnield. But, well, he's known for enchanting a wide variety of items and powerful weapons, many lost to time. Though I would venture a guess that not all of them are destroyed, merely lost to the ages. Oh, if I could hold one in my hands. Oh, the wonder. I'd have to very much resist teleporting away with it immediately. And he gives you a wink.
I'm not there yet, but I get you, Llewellyn. Tell me, I don't mean to make this personal, but this is what I speak of is not something you possess in your own skill set.
I'm sorry?
Perhaps the creation of items.
No, I can totally do that.
Oh,
I assumed it's why you came to me. I
did.
enchanted Fair Nina's weapon.
yes. So how did you learn more about this Corinth of the Forge? Where did you gain your knowledge?
Speaking with many learned men, Lord Nilo among them. fascinating man, fascinating history. He actually runs a, I guess you could call it an academy of sorts, in his home city of, and he doesn't hesitate, but I do because I don't remember it.
Mentioned it. No, it's northern. It begins with an A.
Astoria.
Yeah, Astoria.
Thank you. I couldn't remember the first letter.
I nod and say, and does he take students?
Oh, of course. He's got a university full of them. History isn't the only subject, but, well, he's been a lecturer there for nigh on 7 decades, so. Anyway, my young man, it seems to me like you would make an excellent weapon enchanter. Can I teach you what I know, keeping in mind that you're already paying me 200 gold?
Hey, Llewellyn, if you can make me competent and start me on this path, I'll make it worth your while many times over.
I certainly hope so. I'm undercutting my own business by doing this, but I like you, Darian.
But I put you onto many things that I'm sure you have not been harmed from in a business sense.
Oh, that's definitely true. Shall we get started?
Yes.
All right. So you
I
guys...
down my mug of coffee and I sit down with him and
Excellent.
start taking notes.
You guys begin a little learning. Rest of the party, what are you guys doing this fine morning? Let's start with Nina.
I'm just killing time waiting for certain things to happen. So if there's
Okay,
a place...
so you're probably because since you were in jail, you guys didn't get a chance. You didn't even stop to like clean up before you went to go.
I
see
would have
the
done that
council.
last night.
Okay,
Easily.
well, I mean, yeah, you have a lot of cleaning to do. Your armor, clothes, all that shit's full of blood and gore. So are you, like, spending a day polishing up the breastplate and getting all the troll blood off of it and that kind of thing?
I guess, and if they got like a training ground or practice ground or something, I guess I'll just go there and practice.
Yeah, I mean, there isn't, like, I mean, any of the military stuff you're not going to get into. They're just not going to let you in. But there's a stable out back behind the inn with plenty of like an open ground that you could train with your weapon or spar with Fawn, or if Fawn's busy drinking, you could just kind of practice with your weapon out there if you wished.
Yeah, that'll do.
Okay. Caben, what about you?
Cleaning but not polishing, I guess is
Cleaning but not polishing.
Yeah, not that level, I guess.
Yeah. Well, in that case, you're done much quicker. Would you be, I guess, doing any work with Hedwig? Were you doing any training with
I had
her?
a question. I have this written.
Yeah.
I was training her something. What's the date today?
It is the second day of the 12th month.
Actually,
Do you need a day count from a certain date?
I think I passed it a month ago.
Yeah, you may have. We have not been paying a lot of attention.
Overtraining. I wanted to make sure she got it right. So.
Yeah, I mean, not only that, but you've been busy, right? You can't train her
Yeah.
with verbal commands while you're trying to hide from trolls and shit.
Right. We set off
Yeah.
for a while. So yeah, I need to do a handle
Okay.
animal check, right?
Awesome. Yeah. So you head out because Hedwig stays outside of towns, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So you take a half-hour walk out of town, and go to wherever you commanded her to stay. Right.
Mhm.
Awesome. Can you just roll me a d20 quick?
Okay. 13.
All right. So yeah, you go a little ways into the woods. You always kind of keep Hedwig off the main drag, and you see Hedwig sitting in a tree outside, and under that tree is standing a gleaming white
Oh my
horse
god.
with large
Dun, dun,
feathery
dun.
wings.
He's back. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna go back over to the buddy, the sir. We called him sir, right? I think that's what we were calling him.
Yeah, so we don't know his name yet because Fawn hasn't talked to him
Yeah,
yet.
we know he's a male, and he doesn't like being called it, so we called him Sir.
This is, I believe, correct so
Yeah.
far.
So, yeah,
Cool.
let's save the roll for a little bit, I guess. But yeah, I'll go over to the Pegasus and switch back to the common tongue. That's what he understands.
Okay.
And be like, I don't know what I want to say. Sir, are you okay? You found us again. I guess I'll take some rations out if he wants any of that. I wouldn't have brought food for him, but I don't know if I had food on me or not.
Yeah, I mean, you've got some stuff that he would probably eat.
Yeah, I'll offer him some food if he wants some or not.
Takes a couple of rations out of your hand, kind of stretches his wings and watches you for a while. Do you say anything to him in particular?
Guess I'll apologize for the. What are my words? I want to apologize for the circumstances of our departure earlier, many days ago. I really don't know what to say. It's a one-way conversation.
Yeah. Probably be a lot easier with the translation.
Yeah, it totally would. Yeah, I'll probably say, yeah, something came up and stuff happened and the guards over there weren't... It was for the best that we had split that point. The guards they weren't acquainted with, someone of your stature, your prominence.
He makes the same noise when you do that.
Yeah, I'm like that noise, like, yeah.
Oh god, no, I can't do it.
Well, were you... Were you wanted to hang around, travel with us in the future, or were you heading elsewhere? You seem to hang around Hedwig. How long have you been here? I guess he can't say anything, so...
You see him like run his foot on the ground. I guess it would be 6 times. He kind of stomps on the ground 6 times.
6 days? Alright, well, we're kind of taking a breather in the city after the troll slaughter and gathering some information where we want to go next. But, if you want to hang around here, I'm not exactly sure when we'll leave, but you're more than welcome to join us. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Translate that as you will.
Yeah, I'm... yeah, so if you're here, yeah, I don't have the power to talk, or I guess listen to your language. My friend does, and she's not here. I can go get her later if you want to interact with us further. Okay, yeah, I'll be back with her. Yeah, in the meantime, just hang out.
You're like,
here
oh,
with
I'll buy you a
Hedwig.
beer. Cool, man. See you later. Bye.
I don't know. It's kind of awkward talking one way, so I'm gonna check on Hedwig's training and then go back and fetch Fawn, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, so you basically need to do some practicing with Hedwig and basically do some final checks if she can perform what you're training her for.
Yeah.
Which, what the fuck is it? I don't even remember.
I was training her for servant.
Servant.
Which
Okay, is that a
is-
purpose or
Yes,
a
it was a
sig-
purpose. It was a purpose.
Okay.
Hold on, let me actually find out what that does. Servant, an animal trained, knows deliver, exclusive, and serve.
Okay, and what do each of those do? Hedwig's getting pretty good.
Deliver, I'm assuming is delivering things. The animal takes an object and gives it to a place and drops the item and returns to you. Or a person.
Yep. And okay.
Like on the ground, not different from Bombard.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then what are the others? Exclusive animal takes directions only from the handler. If they have both exclusive and serve, takes directions from the handler that trained it. Okay.
It's not.
and the-
It's for like people can't trick it into taking orders from.
Yeah. And then serve was willingly takes orders from a creature you designate.
Yep.
So with those two together, it's only you and people you designate.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Why don't you give me an animal handle
Okay.
check?
And
You
then-
get a +4 for your
Right.
animal companion.
So I get a +14.
You need to hit a 15.
I need to hit a 15.
Yes, I don't think you can fail this.
I thought it's higher because it's a purpose. DC
Maybe
20. DC 20 for servant.
DC 20. There it is. Servant. I was looking at servant.
And I didn't. Get
Oh my god, you didn't get it.
Uh-oh.
Did you add your +4?
I did. I have a +10 total, so I added
Hedwig
the
is
4.
sassy.
Yeah. Well, your training's been really broken up lately. You've been out fighting trolls. You actually fought Venric. Let's see, if today is the 2nd, it would be less than a month ago. So, like, your training's been very broken up with battles, and,
Yeah.
maybe when you're healing, you've been distracted and not training quite as well.
Yeah, and
That's
maybe
okay.
maybe Hedwig's a little jealous of the Pegasus flying around now too.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, she does look distinctly uncomfortable
Yeah.
around him. And especially, it seems that obviously he knew where to wait for you because she's there. So,
Mhm.
yeah, maybe he doesn't like the pet. She doesn't. Hedwig's a female.
Hedwig's a
right?
female. Yeah.
Okay, she maybe she doesn't like the Pegasus.
Yeah.
She's getting a little jealous. She's not the only white-winged creature that you're hanging around.
Okay, so after a little bit of trial and everything, you know what? It's not gonna. We're gonna work with you, Hedwig. A little bit longer, but I'll give her some food, and would she eat? She would probably be hunting anyways.
Hedwig looks at you and goes, and just screams.
Yeah. So cool. Faunolin, what are you up to during
So
the day?
Fawn just thought about the fact, well, Allison just thought about the fact that
Sure.
it would probably be a good idea to get some, +1 weapons, perhaps, if possible. Some magical weapons to do magical damage to things that need that.
Well, how much-
Really? Really?
Magical money does Faunolin have?
Fawn has magical monies. I haven't really bought anything, I think, since I started with Fawn.
No,
Like-
yeah, you didn't start with a whole ton of money with her either. So, yeah, you've got, it
You know
says,
what?
I've got to reload because I don't think,
Yeah.
there's the platinum. Okay. Yeah, so you've got about, 2,500 gold on you. So you could
Yeah.
definitely look around for some stuff.
I'd like to look around for some stuff.
Okay, cool. Where do you go?
I'd like to look for. I mean, how well do I know Llewellyn?
You've been in his shop with the group, and you know that he seems to have taken a liking to certainly the rest of your group, and he was very polite and enthusiastic when you were there. So,
Okay,
I mean,
I can give him a shot and see if he has any nice magical weapons, and if he doesn't, if he knows where to direct me.
all right. So cool. You head down to his shop, which you got up a little later, took your time with breakfast, maybe cleaned your bloody gear.
Yeah,
So yeah.
I'm not a monster.
You're not scruffy like some people.
Yeah,
Awesome.
shower
so yeah,
occasionally.
occasionally. You had probably never actually. You probably bathe. Showers weren't invented. But you head to Llewellyn's shop, and it is now open.
Woo. So I kind of look around from outside, like, I don't go into these very often, and then I go inside and look to find Llewellyn, see if he's there.
All right.
in his own shop, hopefully.
I love
He is
how we've all gone to see Llewellyn separately this whole
yeah,
time.
everyone.
Nobody wants to see him together.
It's okay. Everyone's like,
it's a secret.
I want to role play this out because I don't know or I don't want everyone else to know what I'm doing. Wait.
I just
Awesome.
actually just thought about it, so I'm like, hey.
You walk into Llewellyn's shop.
Am I
and-
still there?
Just a second. Let me finish.
Sorry.
Get out of here.
Walk into Llewellyn's shop, and there is an elven man behind the counter who you do not recognize.
No. Well, I go up to the elven man.
How can I help you?
I was actually here looking for Llewellyn since this is his shop as far as I know, but
Yes, of course, my dear. May I take your name? He's in the back with another client.
my name is Fawnelin. He might know me as Fawn.
I will see if he can spare some time, my dear.
Well, thank you.
Heads back. Yeah, so Durian, one of the I guess guys that helps Llewellyn, comes back and says, "There's a Fawnelin out front for you, sir."
Oh, Fawn's out there.
Yes, Durian. Should we take a break?
Yes, I
Make
think it's
some
a good
good
time.
progress with our work so far.
Yes, I'm like hovering over. I think I've been like going
Yeah, you've
like
got-
this
there's-
over like a stone, like a little like rock, and I'm just like,
Well, it's not quite that far. You've got like notes scribbled on paper
Yeah.
and various sheafs of things. There's an ink pen with an ink well and,
Fair
and
enough.
a quill.
Good thing you can write.
Yep, you can write.
The rest of us aren't that
speak-
fortunate.
and speak
I
many
can.
languages.
Yep, and Llewellyn's got like 4 books propped open to various pages and a couple of like already magical items that he was kind of going over things with.
Yeah.
It's very much like a lesson in a school,
Okay.
which you may or may not have ever attended.
No, my training as a bard was a lot more rough and tumble than
Yeah.
schooling, but I love knowledge, so.
Mhm.
So he goes.
Yay,
I say,
knowledge,
"Oh,
yay."
Llewellyn, go ahead. I'm gonna go over this passage again." So I
Are
like
you
turn.
sure you don't want to speak to your friend?
No, it's
Not let her know you're back here?
no. You know what? I'll come up with you and see hi. I can use some clean air.
Yes, stretch, my boy. You must not sit for too long. And Llewellyn bounds out with his usual energy and says, "Fawnelin, good to see you this morning. How are you?"
Llewellyn, good morning.
Yes, I was just
came-
going over things with your friend Durian.
Oh, Durian was here.
I pop out. I like wave, and then
I was like, oh, hey.
I walk outside. I'm like doing like Japanese morning calisthenics. I'm like,
Yep.
Some weird anime theme song starts playing in the background. Doesn't even matter.
anything you want.
I
Anything
tiger.
you want.
Yes, he's taken a bit of an apprenticeship with me for the next couple days.
Oh, very interesting. Okay. So he's
Yes.
going to teach us a bunch of stuff, too?
I'm not certain I'd go that far, my dear.
Oh, okay.
It takes a certain level of skill with magic. And you, my dear, look like a consummate woodswoman.
Well, you could say that, yes.
Well, perhaps there are some items I can interest you in that case. What are you looking for, my dear?
Well, I'm looking for some magical weapons to replace my not so cool unmagical weapons.
Well, I have an excellent heavy mace back here, and he brings out the same mace he showed the other two. It's certainly not your style of weapon. It's this big, black, heavy, like, massive thing. You would have difficulty wielding it as dexterously as you wield your normal items.
So I take like my actual short sword in the sheath off of like my side belt, and I kind of hold it up to him. I'm like, I was thinking more like this,
no.
smaller, daintier.
No problem, no problem. Yes, I suppose maces and lances and great swords aren't for everyone.
Well, lances. I like lances, but
Oh,
you know,
do you?
maces.
Well, my dear, and he like reaches under the counter and like slightly overbalances as he pulls this large lance out from literally just right under the counter and kind of like awkwardly sets it on top.
might as well keep it there.
Well, This, my dear, yes, not quite as far to go. Plus, the counter, the length, really, it doesn't display well on the side. Anyway, this, my dear, is something you may be very interested in if you favor a lance on horseback. This, my dear, is a skylance. Not just any type of skylance. A forceful skylance. This is not only a powerful weapon in its own right, but it gives you a little bit of range when on your steed. Are you familiar? Excuse me.
Can't do the voice that long, huh?
No, I can't. Are you familiar with wizard spells? Any in general?
Well, I have some of my own spells that I know. Wizard spells I don't quite know as well.
Have you ever seen or witnessed the wonder of magic missiles?
I'm not sure I have, but it's
Duran
very possible.
pokes his head back in from inside. He's like, "No, go on.
I'm not sure if I have, actually. Maybe.
Well, this little beauty right here can fire them while you're mounted. As you're closing with an enemy, you might be able to soften them up a bit before you stab them in the
D's nuts. D's nuts.
Fawn gets really excited and starts, like, the exact same as
Like
my
a little
expression.
quiver, like-
Just like,
she's got that little, like, puppy wiggle. Just
like, she, like, bites her lip in excitement and is like, I want it!
Do you say that out loud?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, my
Why
dear,
not?
this beauty could be yours. Yes, it could be yours for only, let's call it 8,300 gold.
Do it.
Her mouth falls open and it's just like, I can't afford that.
You can't afford it now, my dear. Perhaps not now, but I don't think anything like this is going to be selling all too quickly. Though, if the war in the South kicks up, let me tell you a little more about it. Though.
Can I walk back in at this point?
Yeah. You've been kind of hearing this from the back because obviously no one's talking to you back there anymore. So you probably heard this whole thing.
So I don't look at Fawn, but I look to. I'm walking back to the room. I'm like, I'm gonna go look over some notes, Llewellyn. She's good.
Oh yes, of course, Dirty.
She's good for it. We're good for it. Hang on to it if you could. We've got something lined up in the future. Not too far from now.
That's good to hear, my young friend. Of course, if I can at all help it, I'll keep hold of it to you.
Of course, we know your business, but you've been good to us, and hopefully we'll be good to you.
Keep in mind, I still owe your group 1,000 gold for that item of interest. That you brought.
Yes. Well, we should talk about that when you've got a moment.
Of course.
Fawn is just looking really sad. Like, I really wanted that. It's really cool.
Did we?
Yeah.
But I can't have it right
Did we
now.
give Venric the diary, or did we hang on to that?
I have the diary.
Oh, okay.
Still have. So he does go over it a little more in detail. It is a lance blazoned with blue comet streaking across a silver frame, and it has blue ribbons trailing from the weapon's handle.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Oh, boy.
3 times per day, you can command this +1 lance to produce a magic missile effect, firing 3 missiles with each use.
So 9 missiles a day. Damn.
They can. What's that?
9 missiles a day.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, well, magic missile is 3. Each
Well,
spell is 3.
It's based on.
It's
Depends on
based
levels,
on level
right?
at 3-5.
Oh, well,
Fuck
you guys.
So, and you can hit targets up to 150 feet away from you. And that's a maximum range, not an increment. So, 160 feet, tough shit.
guys, I need it.
Guys, I just Google image search blue ribbon lance, and this is what I got.
Oh god.
I don't know if I want to look at this, but
He doesn't have that anymore.
Nope, not anymore.
oh, you beat me to
Oh,
it.
that's a
Twitch chat.
bad.
Yeah, I don't think blue ribbon lance is gonna get you a sky lance.
I don't know what a Skylance is, but I just googled that to find an image for something. But cool.
Yep. So
So yeah, I'm just looking really depressed, like just so sad
oh, wow.
because I really want this lance. But I ask if he has anything else cheaper.
I'm not sure I have much else. You know what? Let me look in the back, and I assume you'll be meeting back up with Durian later?
Yes, at some point, yes.
Well, perhaps I can discuss it with him more. Who knows? He may even, in time, be able to create something for you.
Okay.
What did
So,
you
of
say?
course, I would not say no to your business beforehand.
Of course, of course. Well, thank you for
Llewellyn, I
showing me
heard
something
that.
I want soon.
Llewellyn, you're too kind.
Oh, stop, Durian, stop! We have a lot more to learn today. Farewell, my dear. Good hunting if you're looking for something somewhere else.
Thank you. I don't ask him for other shopkeepers in the area.
Okay. Cool.
I would probably go back to our place and
Okay.
just ask in general if there are other shopkeepers, and eventually go to see them. Just because I'm sad, I'm heartbroken over not getting the Skylance because it's too expensive.
Yeah, I mean, there are shopkeepers all over the Llewellyn's shop is kind of in a row of magical shops.
Well, fuck it then. I'm going to the next shop.
Yeah, so are you, rather than saving your money, you wish to spend it now?
Well, I want to see if I can get, like, out of character, a +1 short sword. Like, at least one of them.
Sure.
So I have 2, and at least one's magical. It'd be
Yeah.
very helpful.
So why don't you roll me a check of some kind?
What kind of
D20 plus your... I'm gonna call this diplomacy, because you're having to talk to people and search around for things.
Well, that's +1.
Ooh. Okay, so you don't find any short swords specifically. You can probably find some light weapons though that, might not be short swords, but probably something you can use. You can find
+1 shuriken. Here's
that wouldn't be all that helpful.
I think you
Yeah.
can use it unless you have the proficiency.
Shush, Josh.
So let's see here. Okay. It seems that weapons are selling pretty well right now. Probably because of the hostilities kind of drumming up in the southern region. But you can certainly find actually a rather well made +1 dagger with a kind of a golden crossguard and beautifully inlaid blade.
I am not amused. I decide that if I can't
Okay.
find anything, I'll just go home and think about how I'm going to save up money to get this Skylance as soon as possible.
Okay. All right. Very well. You head back to the inn. All right.
I'm going to drown my
And why don't-
sorrows.
yeah,
in a couple
and-
drinks.
Yep. Well, why don't you're heading back to the inn, and why don't we take our break there?
A break? Oh shit, already?
Sure, let's do
Yeah,
it.
it's
It's been about an
Over an
hour.
hour.
It's been about an hour.
Yep.
Really? Holy crap, time flies.
We're gonna take a quick break.
Okay.
5-ish, 7 minutes, guys. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with some more Deed in Action after this. Thanks for watching.